Are you thinking about going into a business with your family as content creators? Stick around because we're going to tell you what it's really like. Welcome to the In the Company of My Kids podcast. I'm Mommy C.
And I'm Nadia C.
If you have kids and you have an entrepreneurial drive, this podcast is where you'll learn how to launch and grow a content creator business as a family, kids and parents together as partners. So today, Nadia C is here with me.
Yes, I am.
Now, normally I don't have Nadia on this show, but you know what? I said to myself, the title of the show is called In the Company of My Kids. So it would be nice to have the kids on the podcast sometimes, right? Yeah, so she's a special guest today, but I'm kind of hoping that she will stay. Nadia, what do you think about staying on the podcast with me?
Well, I think that would be fun.
Okay.
I think that would be really fun, you know?
Okay. All right. Let's see how this episode goes, and we'll see by the end of it if you still feel the same way. How about that? What's that face? Come on, we're going to have some fun. We'll see how this goes today. So today we're going to be talking about what it's like being a full-time content creator with kids as your partner. All right? Because for those that don't know, my daughter Nadia, as well as my son Nigel, they are my partners in my content creator business. And the hubby as well. He just recently came on as a content creator. So all four of us, the whole family, we're all in business together. So I thought it would be good to talk about what it's like being in business as a family. What it's like being in business, not just as a mom who has kids and has to balance all that, but a mom who has kids and has to balance all that, plus has a business that the kids are a part of, right? It's a lot. It's a lot on the plate there. So, Nadia, I want to get your perspective of how you feel about it. But, okay, before we get into it, I want to just break down why the kids are in business with me, okay? Do you even know why I wanted you guys to be in business with me?
I know.
Why? Tell me.
Because when we very first started business, Nigel wanted video games, and you told him that he had to make his own money. So we're basically in this because Nigel wanted video games.
Okay, that's kind of true. Yep, that is. Yeah, so see, I don't know if you should say that because then Nigel's going to be like, you all should thank me for this business because if it weren't for me, we wouldn't have it. But it is kind of true. That's the reason that, I got the kids started in business. Go ahead.
Just kidding. But the real reason, I think, it's because when we're in a business with family and with your kids, you get to control your own thing. But not only do you get to do that, it's because, actually, I think you should talk about that.
I think you're on the right track. That's good.
I think you should talk about that.
Okay, I'm going to.
And the school.
Oh, the school?
The school.
What do you mean?
The school?
What are you talking about? Okay, so you have pieces of the right answer. This is the reason. Okay, see if you relate to this. Back in the day when I was a kid, my mom would go to work, I would go to school, I would come home, and actually I stayed with my grandma until my mom got home from work, right? So she might get home at 6 p.m. or something like that. She'd have to cook dinner and do all the stuff around the house. And that was it. Then we would go to sleep, wake up, do it all over again. And I didn't have a lot of time with my mom, right? My parents were divorced, even though my dad and I have a very close relationship. So I was with her, but not with her. You know what I mean? And I wasn't with her because during the day we were at school and at work. And, it just took a long time for us to connect. So that's one thing. I said to myself as I became an adult that if I could make a way to spend more time with my kids, that would be an ideal situation. The other part of that is this. A lot of people get jobs that they hate. They go after the money, or they go after what they studied in college, which might not be something that they even liked. They thought it was a good career to pursue, and then they get on the job and they hate it. And they stay with that job for years and years,
Yeah.
And they complain. They complain the whole time. But think about how much of your life you're giving away to the company that you don't like, right? So I said, I don't want that for my kids. Right? So that's the second reason. The third reason was because I've always been an entrepreneur. I've always loved business. And it is because what Nadia said earlier, having control of your own destiny, having control of your own income, there's no ceiling. You can make as much money as you want to make. So those are three big reasons why I wanted to teach my kids about business and why I wanted to partner with them in business so we could work together so I could spend more time with you guys, right?
Yeah.
So we could make as much money as we possibly could.
That's great.
Right? And having had a lot of businesses in the past, a lot of them were brick and mortar businesses, but having a content creation business where we are working from home on our computers mostly, that gives us even more time to spend together. I had a business where the kids couldn't be a part of it all, and now this one, they're there for all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So these are my reasons, Nadia, why I wanted you and
that.
Nigel. You love that?
I love that.
Okay. So good.
Such an inspirational story, solution, answer.
Okay.
Guys, if you want to see Nadia Seed on the channel more, then make sure you subscribe right now. Thank you.
Now I want the real.
The real.
The real. Knowing all that, okay, set that aside and tell me, what is it like being in business with mom? I don't know if I want the answer to this.
Well, let's see. That's a very, I'd say, broad question.
Okay.
But
maybe the pros and cons. You want to do it like that?
Pros and cons? Sure, yeah. So here are a few pros of being in business. I think as a young girl, young black girl in business with my family, making money at such a young age is definitely a great thing. That's definitely something that I think I love. And I think I have like inspired like a few other children, you know, my age and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's great. But being in business with you guys specifically, being in business with you specifically, yeah, it's fun because, well, you're my mom. And you get to work with your mom, and I think that's great because you can like get closer together. And like you said, with your mom or like whoever's just like not really that close with their family, I love that we get to be close with each other but still have fun at the same time. I love that you guys like explore and like just see, like create and like find what you like. And like, you know, we started this business when I was like really
You're
young.
Six
I was
years old.
Yeah, we started this business when I was 6 years old.
And Nigel was 10.
Yeah, Nigel was 10. And just getting to like grow into the business, like getting to grow into it.
Yeah.
Definitely like explore like I guess like who we are and like explore what we like is definitely something that I think is great because we get to like see how far we've come and then just get to like explore who we are, like I say, but then also like doing it with your family. Like, you know, you're not alone, you're not exploring it by yourself. And
true.
if you like ever want to talk to anyone, or if you ever want to like actually like feel something, or like I guess you know what I mean, like
Try something? What do you mean?
Try something, just like anything like that. You can talk to your family members because they're right here
relate.
and they can relate, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I think that's just great. It's really fun. I like it.
Well, that's good. Those are good reasons. So those are the pros. Now let's hear the cons.
Now for the cons. Okay. Well, first off, just kidding. Well,
just keep it real, Nadia. Just tell me. Go ahead.
Well, let's just say, we all four of us, the whole family, we all have different personalities, which is normal. Everybody has different personalities.
True.
So some days it's just like a day when I'm like where you want to lounge or something, or just like a day, like just I don't know, just like
to not work, is what you're saying, not
just
do
like,
business.
Yeah, just like just do nothing really.
Right.
I guess just like a lazy day.
Yeah.
But you, specifically, you love to go for it. You love to be all this exciting and all that, and I love that. But I mean, just like some days, and then and you're very considerate of the other person, of other people, which is great. But some days you'll just be like, "Let's do this." And I'm like, but I mean,
like today, like you didn't want to do this show today.
No, but I mean, now that I'm here, it's fun, and now I don't regret it. I guess that's just like a little part of it. That's just a little part of it.
So
but
would you say, like today, for the most part, I push you, but then you don't regret it?
Yeah, definitely.
Usually that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Every time. That's how it goes every time.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, let me just address it before you go to the next point, and that is, you got to think of business with your kids as a sport, right? As school. Right. It's the same concept. So if someone's tired, you're not going to be like, skip practice today. Nadia does plays and she acts and sings and stuff. I'm not going to be like, don't go to sing today, not because you're tired, or, you're feeling tired, don't go to school. We have to push the kids a bit. right? And then typically there are no regrets. They go ahead and do it, and in the end, they're happy that they did it.
Yeah.
We all need a push.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just
go
a
ahead.
little push. Just a little push. That's
Any
it.
other cons?
Let me think. Okay. Well, just like for you specifically?
Sure, Nadia. I'm just kidding. Yeah, go ahead.
Or for like the whole family?
I'm sure the whole family's fine, because we want to let you know what it's like being in business with your family, right? Because if you're thinking about going into a content creation business, this is what you might look forward to. This is what you might experience. So go ahead and hit them with it, Nadia. What else?
So like I said, everybody has different personalities.
Uh-oh.
And sometimes, I guess, when we're in business, it can be like, well, this is just like an example, a side example. But like, if we wanna, well, I mean, we all have different ideas and stuff, and all have like different things that we want to do. And I think that it's important for us to hear each other out. So like, we all have like conflicting ideas sometimes, and like sometimes we have to like come to one agreement or like one idea that we're trying to pursue, or one idea that we have to pursue. And like sometimes, you know, like it won't be the best idea in my opinion, but we have to go with it. And I mean, that's a part of business, that's a part of life and stuff. And I think we do a good job of like hearing each other out and like hearing the other person's idea. I don't know, that's just something that happens slightly, I guess.
Yeah, I will say, you know, in business there has to be a leader, right? So when it comes to business in our house, I'm the leader of it, right? So like I said, my hubby is a partner in this business as well, with the kids as well as me. He leads the household as the man of the family, and I'm in agreement with that, but I lead the business. And so, you know, you have to understand, give up control as the partners in the business sometimes, and understand that the final decision has to come down to somebody, and it's going to come down to the leader. But as a leader, you have to take into consideration everybody's opinion, right? You have to be a good listener. The best leaders are great listeners, right?
Yeah.
So I do take into account everybody's opinions and their thoughts on what we want to do, and then a decision has to be made. And it might not be what you want it to be. And that's how it goes. All right, I guess that wasn't too bad. Your cons weren't too bad, Nadia. I can accept it.
Good.
All right, so tell us, what exactly is it to be a content creator? What do we do as content creators or influencers, some people say, right? What do we do?
Well, we act, we get to like write scripts, we each have kind of like our roles, but we each get to like explore like different things that we want to do. So like, you're like the director, I like, for our Lucy's Gaming, for our gaming channel, I like come up with like the plan for that, like the whole structure of how we want that video to go, and I kind of like make the plots, like if you guys play Roblox, Bloxburg, might not, but I guess like build in the games and stuff. And
she's the set designer in Bloxburg for us.
And also I guess like I'm kind of like the creative director for the channels, I guess, because I'm like, I guess, creative.
You're on the right track, right? You come up with a lot of ideas for all of our videos. What about Nigel and Daddy?
And Daddy, like when we're on camera, he like does a lot behind camera. Like he does the lights, he does the filming. Oh yeah, he's right behind camera right now. Yeah, he does that. And then he also has Daddy Seed, his own channel. He does shoe stuff.
Sneakers.
Right. He's like a huge sneakerhead. So you guys check out his channel if you are into sneakers.
Then Nigel.
And then Nigel's, well, he has his channel, Nigel Seed. He does gaming on that. And he does like a lot of the social media stuff. So like all those like, I guess like Instagram reels that you see of us playing games. He does a whole setup for that. He posts on there. Me and Nigel both do editing. Nigel like does like some of the thumbnails sometimes. But yeah.
And Nadia, also, you're really good at directing. So some of the videos, like on our skits channel, Nadia will direct, and she'll be in control of everything, which you love. You love being in control, don't you?
I'm just a little bit of a control freak. Just a little bit.
A lot of it. Okay, I love that. So overall, do you like being in a content creator business with your family? Oh, wow. Yes?
I love it.
Yay! Good stuff. And I have no regrets. I love my kids and my hubby being a part of it. But yeah, this is what it's like, right? Okay, we're going to do something different right now. I have this fishbowl here filled with questions. All right, and I'm going to pull out a question for us to discuss. Okay, Nadia?
Okay.
All right, here we go. This question says, would you rather have a little money and be totally happy, or have a lot of money and be sad?
I would rather have a little money and be totally happy, because if you're gonna have a lot of money and still be sad, then like, what more do you need? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you have a little bit of money and are totally happy, then I mean, you're good to go. You know what I mean?
Right. Do you feel life is about seeking happiness
I
more
feel
so than money?
No, I feel like I feel like society is
Mhm.
about money, money, money.
Okay.
But like the pursuit of happiness. But like nobody does that. I feel like life is like being happy with a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have a lot of money, then you're just down here and you're just like not living a good life. You know
You
what
feel
I
like
mean?
that's what society feels.
Yeah, I feel like that's what society feels.
Okay, but how do you feel? What do you feel?
I don't know. I feel like, I guess being happy. I guess.
Happy.
But I mean, like, I would like to have a lot of money.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
that's nice, I guess.
Right.
But I mean, happy is still nice.
I agree. I feel like life is about the pursuit of happiness, right? We are pursuing happiness above all else. And if it came down to being sad and happy or being rich and sad, happiness has to take the cake. It has to win out, right? However, there's nothing wrong with pursuing money. I do think money can bring happiness. If you use it the right way, it can benefit you and so many other people. So I think we should be pursuing money so we can take care of things, but first and foremost, pursuing happiness. What were you going to say?
Yeah, because you were like, happiness, happiness, happiness. But what about a little bit of money? You know what I mean?
So did I clean it up for you?
Yeah.
Okay, you get what I'm saying? All right, guys. Listen, we want to know what you think. In the comments, go ahead and let us know. First of all, are you going to go into business with your kids, with your family, and become content creators, influencers? If so, make sure you let us know in the comments what your plan is. And stick around. Stick around with us here because we're going to be giving tips what we are doing as a family along the way so you can learn yourself. And until next time, we will see you back here building online businesses one family at a time.
Bye.